It is 6:30 on this Friday morning, and Gaston County Commissioners have voted to remove and relocate the Confederate Memorial in front of the courthouse.
Now, this follows a series of protests all around the country raising questions about whether or not those monuments should be in public display. This is the video posted on their Facebook page by the Gaston County Sheriff's Office. It shows the monument that's been standing in Quincy for about 135 years being loaded on a trailer to be taken away shortly after county leaders voted on its removal.
And this block of concrete is all that remains outside of the Gaston County Courthouse. The move comes after petitions signed by thousands once again sparked the conversation over the controversial memorial.
I believe that it will help mend the fence, because every day African Americans are walking in and out of this courthouse. They're reminded of enslavement, oppression, a period of time when they were treated less than human beings. So I think the county made a bold statement today that we're looking to move forward.
The memorial from Gaston County will be placed in a secure location while commissioners decide where its new permanent location will be.
Now here's a look at how that monument used to look. It was placed by the ladies of the Memorial Association of Gaston County. Etched into the monument are the words "sacred" to the memory of the Confederate soldiers. The vote to remove it only took a second. Gaston County joins dozens of communities across the country taking steps to institute change. These three videos show statues removed or damaged in Virginia, Georgia, and Florida. The growing calls for Confederate statues and symbols to be removed are in response to the weeks of protests sparked after the death of George Floyd. He's the Minneapolis man who died after 4 officers kneeled on his neck and back, which a medical examiner has determined caused him to die while in custody. This nationwide outcry is causing others to protest in a different way by supporting local black businesses. Just as Juneteenth is rolling around, a Florida A&M student is using a school project as a way to seek social change. It's called Goodies for Change, and it's happening this Juneteenth at Cascades Park. FAMU student Gabriella Severin is organizing a donation drive for the Color of Change Foundation. That's a civil rights advocacy group centered around change and justice for African Americans. She says she wants to make a difference in a time when tensions are tough.
Based on the things that I'm seeing going on today, I just wanted to help in some sort of way. And then I sent the flyer to my friends and I said, do you think this is something that we can all come together and execute? And then we just made the flyer and the caption and we posted it. And then we got a group meet started, and then now we're just trying to make this as big as possible.
The event will be next Friday, starting at noon. Goodies will be $2 each.
We have new details this morning about the young boy who was shot on Wednesday night at an apartment complex in Tallahassee. We do know this morning that the 12-year-old boy is okay after having surgery. Another person was also shot, and this all happened on HOLTON Street. Now, R.J. Addison was walking alongside his little sister on Wednesday night, taking out the trash around 10 o'clock. That's when a family member tells us that somebody in a car started shooting, sending the 2 kids running for cover. Police say R.J. was not the person the shooter was after, but they did not release any further details.
Now, this is the same neighborhood where another incident happened and became the scene of an officer-involved shooting last month. 3 weeks ago, Natasha McDade, who went by Tony, was killed by TPD at the Leon Arms Apartments. And police say the officer shot McDade after McDade pointed a gun at him. Now, the Florida Police Benevolent Association filed an injunction to stop that officer's name from being released. That injunction was denied. Now, the city said it would move forward with releasing that officer's name, and that could happen sometimes today. The PBA is set to be working to file a new injunction.
And now neighbors in that area said that they are concerned about their safety. One neighbor we spoke to says that she ducked to the ground when she heard those gunshots. She told us she's concerned that these incidents may leave a negative impact on the neighborhood.
It's be out here, and it's not, HOLTON Street is bad. People keep saying over social media, HOLTON Street is bad, HOLTON Street bad, and you shut it down. It's not even the people that's from over here, it's people that's not from over here doing the shooting.
Police have not released a description of the suspect, but they are encouraging witnesses to come forward. Both of the victims are expected to be okay. And in a case that's caught the attention of millions of people around the world, Kendrick KJ Johnson was found dead at a Georgia high school in 2013.
And now people are pushing the Georgia Bureau of Investigation to reopen his case. ABC 27's Christian Thomas spoke with Johnson's mother, who is still fighting for answers.
Jacqueline Johnson says justice was never served in the death of her son, Kendrick. Now, with the help of a petition and big-name celebrities, she has hope.
Now, the GBI did release a statement on Twitter saying that anyone can request the documents from that case. All you have to do is put in a public information request. Now, Johnson will be advocating for her son tomorrow in Atlanta, hosting a Justice for Kendrick Johnson rally at noon in Centennial Olympic Park. Now, in Hamilton County in Florida, the Sheriff's Department needs your help fighting a suspected arsonist. Deputies posted this on Facebook saying a cash reward of up to $5,000 is available for information on 3 suspicious house fires. They happened in the town of Jennings between June 4th and 11th. We've learned the state fire marshal is also looking into these fires.
This morning, Georgia has almost 55,000 cases of COVID-19. That's nearly 1,000 more since you watched sunrise on Thursday. Across the state, 2,375 people have died. And COVID-19 cases are spiking yet again in Florida, with the biggest one-day increase since this pandemic began. In just the last 24 hours, almost 1,700 new cases have been reported. The state has just over 69,000 cases with nearly 2,900 deaths. And that rise in cases comes, schools across the state have been given the okay by Governor Ron DeSantis to reopen at full capacity later this fall.
But while the governor has given the go-ahead to open up completely, some schools may not follow. Leon County Superintendent Rocky Hanna says that's the outcome he was hoping for. LCS held a series of meetings about the best way for the district to return to school. Right now, parents in the district have the option to decide if they want to allow their children to return to the classroom or continue with distance learning.
I think that it's just very early to kind of have an idea about whether that's going to go smoothly or not. I think probably some of us feel encouraged the fact that it's been primarily adults, young adults, it's been more adults than children. But we are aware that, obviously some kids have gotten sick.
Now, today is the last day for Leon County parents to let the district know what they plan to do with their students for the fall. You can fill out a survey that's posted on their website. And next week, the district will present their reopening plan to the group that's currently sitting on their reopening task force. Those final recommendations will go before the school board on June 30th. The unemployment rate continues to go up across the country, but some industries and areas are doing better than others. We're in Lowndes County in Georgia, helping you rebound. We'll introduce you to some of the local companies that are bouncing back with open positions. And here's a look at last night's Fantasy 5 numbers. Good luck.